Cleopatra, Egyptian queen, has always been remembered as one of the most powerful and fascinating women in history. Her name carries a sense of mystery, beauty, and strength that has captured the imagination of the world for centuries. Cleopatra was not just a ruler of Egypt, but a woman who shaped history through her intelligence, charm, and courage. Cleopatra was born in 69 BC to Ptolemy XII Elites and Cleopatra v. Tryphonina. Her family belonged to the Ptolemaic dynasty, which ruled Egypt after the time of Alexander the Great. Although her family came from Greek origins, Cleopatra embraced the Egyptian culture more than any of her ancestors. This made her different from those before her, and the people of Egypt respected her for it. She was not only a princess born into privilege, but also a child who had to learn quickly about the dangers of power and the struggles of keeping a throne safe. From a young age, Cleopatra showed signs of intelligence and ambition. She studied many subjects, including philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and politics. Most importantly, Cleopatra was an excellent linguist. It is said that Cleopatra spoke as many as 9 languages, including Egyptian, which even her royal family often did not learn. This ability allowed Cleopatra to connect with different cultures and rulers, and it became one of her strongest tools later in life. As Cleopatra grew older, her path to the throne was filled with family struggles. After the death of her father, Cleopatra was meant to rule with her younger brother Ptolemy XIII. However, power rarely allows for harmony, and the siblings soon became rivals. Cleopatra was forced out of Alexandria for a time, but her determination to return to power was stronger than ever. During this difficult period, Cleopatra formed relationships that would change not only her life, but also the future of Egypt. Cleopatra became famously linked to Julius Caesar, the Roman leader who helped her reclaim her throne. Their partnership was both political and personal, and together they had a son named Caesarion. This was a turning point in her life, for Cleopatra was no longer just a struggling queen, but a mother and a figure tied deeply to Rome's destiny. After the death of Julius Caesar, Cleopatra faced even greater challenges. She aligned herself with Mark Antony, another powerful Roman general. Their relationship brought both love and political strength, and they had 3 children together. Cleopatra and Mark Antony hoped to build an empire strong enough to stand against Rome's rising leader, Octavian, who would later become Emperor Augustus. For a time, their combined power made them a force to be feared across the Mediterranean world. Cleopatra achieved many things during her reign. She worked to stabilize Egypt's economy, strengthen trade, and supported learning and culture in Alexandria, which remained a center of knowledge for the ancient world. She was admired not just for her beauty, as legends often exaggerate, but for her sharp mind and ability to rule with strategy. Cleopatra was also a symbol of Egyptian pride, presenting herself as the living goddess Isis, which deepened her connection with her people. Yet her life was never free from struggle. Cleopatra and Mark Antony's conflict with Octavian led to the famous Battle of Actium in 31 BC. Their forces were defeated, and the dream of building a rival empire collapsed. Faced with this crushing defeat, Cleopatra returned to Egypt, where the walls of her power began to close in. In her final days, Cleopatra showed both sorrow and courage. After the suicide of Mark Antony, Cleopatra realized that her fate would be to march in chains in Octavian's triumph parade in Rome. Refusing this humiliation, Cleopatra chose her own death. In 30 BC, she is believed to have ended her life by allowing an asp, a venomous snake, to bite her. With her death, Egypt fell into Roman hands, ending the long line of pharaohs. The legacy of Cleopatra has never faded. She remains a symbol of power, intelligence, and female strength. Over the centuries, artists, writers, and historians have told her story in countless ways, sometimes focusing too much on her beauty and romances, but never forgetting the courage and ambition that made her unforgettable. Cleopatra stood against some of the greatest powers in the ancient world, and even in defeat, she secured her place as one of history's most remarkable figures. I will not be triumphed over. If you enjoyed this story of Cleopatra, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories from history.